What up, crypto fam? It's Big Baltimore back with another video. It's a good day to stack some cryptos. We got to keep on stacking. Today is a little slow for me, but I'm sure the afternoon and evening crowd is going to be lit. I got a big engagement tomorrow, so I'm on my way to pick up a suit so I can be suited and booted tomorrow. So, like, the money-making hustle wasn't as spectacular today as it usually is. But I'm still going to be buying some cryptos. I'm still going to be buying some Zelle today. We just got to stay focused, man. Know that God is counting us in when everybody is counting us out. There's a method to the madness. Keep your bank accounts on E. You don't need no money. You need equity. I'ma say it like that. There's a Bible story about Joseph. And Joseph was a kid with big dreams. God was always sending him dreams that his brothers would get jealous about his dreams and jealous of his relationship with his father, so they sold him into slavery. And Joseph knew that it was a great call on his life, that God had a purpose and a plan for him. He seen the end before the end came to pass, but it wasn't no pursuit of what he was going for, because he was just going through all these circumstances, all these tests, all these trials, all these tribulations that God had for him to test his heart and to get him ready for the position of second in command of Egypt. And it all eventually came to pass, even though sometimes it looked bleak. Sometimes it's going to look like you're never going to be in the house that you want. It's never going to look like you're going to be in the relationship you want, but you got to keep faith, man. Me, I've been single for 5 years, and after like a really long relationship of like 7 years, I've been single. And I always seen myself getting married and having children one day, but you know, sometimes it does look bleak. You know what I mean? It look like the prospects is light, but know that God can do anything. You know, so we're gonna keep trusting Him. We're gonna keep on being men of purpose and men of action, and getting after this, making sure we well equipped. Because maybe God don't want me to have my first child until I'm 50. You know, it might be a purpose for my child to have an older father, and I'm willing to be patient. But being patient, I gotta take the steps in order that is fit for me, and not breaking this law, not breaking the law, not doing anything to upset this government to throw me in jail. I mean, it can happen. Anything could ever happen. You know, a bad situation could happen, but I'm gonna trust God into the promise. And I pray that you guys do too in your financial pursuits. If you broke, you have $1 to your name, I want you to start by taking 10 cents. Go get some change, go get a quarter, go get 4 quarters, and put one of them quarters away and start using them as eggs to put in your basket. Just put that quarter away. Get in the habit of just breaking your money down and paying yourself and paying your company to continue to grow. Try to be practical with what you have, because God gives us the strength to get wealth. That's His word, you know. And I believe that's for everybody. I think it's important to be men of duty. We gotta be of duty. We gotta be strong. We gotta be committed to service. Because that's all it really is, man. Everything that God created has a purpose and have a need. I mean, it has a purpose for service. You know, everything serves, and the only way to find like true purpose is through service and serving others, and you know, just taking it one day at a time, not getting too stressed out when things don't go your way, because a lot could not go your way. You know, it was a period in time in my life where everything just fell apart. There's been a couple times. And like as I grow older, it's just like I have no attachment to anything anymore. I have no attachment to like clothes, money. That's why it's easy for me to give things away. But at the same time, if I don't feel God is telling me to give, I'm not going to give. You know, because everything is for rent. Even the things that we own is just for rent, because we only here for a limited time. You buy a house, you rent it for what, 30 years, and then you pass, and then somebody else gets your house. You know, nothing is ever really ours. That's why it's important not to have like attachments to anything. Learn the art of detachment. Learn the art of going bummy. Like you seen how I looked in my past videos, hair all scruffy all over the place. Like I'm not really attached to my appearance. You know, because me, I think God could use anything. He could use a man. He probably tested somebody's heart by my appearance. You know, like, oh, look at this man, he's a bum. He's all over the place, he's just such a bum. You know, and that might test somebody's heart. And God is thinking, like, you're talking about my son right now. You know? Don't be too attached to anything out here, man. Even your cryptos, like when you get a profit and you feel like you need that profit, or you know you need that profit, go ahead and sell out. Use your gains to buy what you need to sustain yourself, or to give it away, or to put that money to other use. You know, you can always buy back in and keep investing in the projects you like. But we ain't gotta be like the super investor that just hodl for 50, 60, 70 years. You know, don't be too attached to this stuff, man. Don't be too attached to being rich. When it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Just keep being disciplined, be diligent in your habits. Feed your mind with consistent messages. Feed your mind with people that have a consistent message on what you're trying to accomplish for yourself. And keep trusting God, because God is the one that's going to see it through. God is the one that's going to turn man's heart to keep working on that project, keep working on HBAR, to not like have no massive fallouts between Lehman and banks or anything, like system crashes, you know, pride coming up between developers. Now developers don't want to work there no more, they're moving on to another project. Anything can happen because God controls the hearts of men. He turns them whichever way he wills. The actual verse is God controls the hearts of kings. He turns it which way he wishes. You know, we got to start giving God the credit that he deserves as creator and being sovereign over his creation. I'm a believer, man. Like, I know for a fact that God created this earth, created me, created everything we see, put motivation in man to make these cars, make these tools, make the internet. God did that. No man could just, man not that smart, man. But this message is a little different for the crypto fan. I know, like, I like to talk about God a lot, but just know that he blessed me, man. Like, I was going through it. If y'all knew half the story, man, like, I'm gonna reveal it one day, probably in a book or in a podcast or something. Like, my entire story from going from a backyard wrestler, a terrible student, a good mathematician, a great chess student, great chess player, but a bad student in other ways. Prideful young man. And move on to pro wrestling and eventually moving on to WWE. Like, I'm gonna start revealing some of that stuff eventually, but I just want y'all to know that God got you, man. He can disrupt plans. He can make plans succeed, you know. But he want to make sure your heart is right first. Our heart got to be right before we get this $1 billion. You know, our heart got to be right. Otherwise, we're not going to steward it well. We're going to destroy ourselves. So we just got to keep on staying focused on the mission. Right now, it's stacking season. All the real ones know when it's blood in the street, you buy. Per se, John D. Rockefeller, also a man of God. We just gotta keep staying focused, man. Stay focused on the day at hand, because we don't know what sorrows or what troubles tomorrow brings, so we need to focus on the day. Tomorrow could be the best day ever or the worst day ever. But God gonna be the one that gets you through it. It's not gonna be cryptos. Cryptos can't save us. And I just want you guys to be encouraged. Be encouraged with accumulating. Give it some time. Let these younger generations start coming up. Get older, let them get wiser. Then we'll be in our 40s, 50s, 60s. I'm in my 30s, so that's why I say that. But we gotta be patient with people, you know, because everybody's going through their own tests. One thing I've learned, like, while driving like so many people in rideshare, I've driven over like 25,000 different passengers, and one thing I've learned is, like, people not too different from one another. Like, just from conversation and listening to conversations and listening to the people talk to each other on the phone or in person in my car, you just learn that people aren't much different than one another. Opinions don't vary too much, you know. And that's why this life is just the one that's passing away. To prepare us for perfection. That was, I had some trouble getting that out. Some popcorn. But yeah, we just gotta keep on moving ahead, man. Like me, I'm gonna keep on turning these wheels, miles burning. Just getting after it. Got a day off tomorrow for the Sabbath. Get to see some family. So no work for me tomorrow, but we'll see what the family is talking about, how they feeling. Take some pictures. It's Friday though. I know a lot of you are getting paid. If you're getting paid, it's time to break some of that check down, breaking into your crypto bill, breaking into your stock bill. Start paying some other people. Let money flow through you like a current. Give it away. You get it? Give it away. And it just makes more for you. Money is a hard worker. Put it to work. Keep putting this money to work. There's a car that I do want. And I'm actually moved to black car, driving black car. That car being a Lexus LX. Big boy like Cadillac Escalade. Car. Truck. SUV. I want that vehicle. I want that vehicle a lot. But I'm willing to wait. Wait a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, next bull market. I'll get it. I won't sell anything now and get it. I'm gonna just stay diligent on my accumulation and hopefully be able to buy 6 of those bad boys if I want it. That way I always got a bag I could go in and take care of any issues that I may have, emergency issues, engine issues, transmission issues, tires, you know. You just be able to change your tires on a regular basis. You know your tires is getting worn, but you're trying to thug it out on these balded tires. That ain't how we supposed to be living. We ain't supposed to be living in lack and fear. We're supposed to be certain that God is in control. Like, maybe you ain't buy the car that God wanted you to have, so He's not providing for it. I do my best to pray about every decision that I make. And I ask God if I'm in His will. Lord, am I in your will right now? If I'm investing in this safe moon, am I in your will? God will tell you, like, that ain't in His will. He'll give you signs. That's why I have no safe moon. I've driven people that was like, man, you gotta get on safe moon. Like when I be listening to crypto news while I'm driving, there's a couple guys a couple years back. Yeah, man, safe moon. These guys from other countries. Man, safe moon, though. Safe moon is the one you need. And some just ain't never sit right with me for safe moon. Never. Like I would look at it, I would listen to videos on it. I would read about it, and I never just got the green light, so I didn't never invest. I never felt right about it, and now all this stuff that came out over the past couple months about the CEO of Safe Moon, you know, it's terrible. A lot of people lost a lot of money. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's unfortunate. We're gonna keep on growing, guys and girls. We're gonna keep on growing. We're gonna keep holding ourselves accountable. We're gonna keep using the word no when someone is trying to abuse us. tux and I'm going back to driving. I don't know if I'm gonna drop my tux at home or put it in. Yeah, I'm probably gonna drop it off at home. I don't want it to sit in the trunk. So I'm gonna be driving for at least another hour or so. Hour 20, hour 30. Then I'll be grinding for the rest of the night till about 4 a.m. And buy me some silica. Stay my silica. I don't know if it's a millennial thing or not, but I know like millennials don't necessarily seek power or don't really seek power like that. You seek freedom more than anything else. You don't necessarily seek power. I mean, there's some people that seek power over other people, but they never get it. And if they do, it's for a short while, for them to think that they're in control of everything. But really, we're not, man. We only in control of what God gives us power over. You know, I've been smoking these Black and Milds. Like anything could happen at this point in time. Smoking that mess. It's a bad habit I picked up recently. I know the day is coming when I'll be able to shake it, get rid of this habit. I'm just a growing man, you know. Man is learning, understanding. I pray for understanding. That's another thing. Pray for things that God actually cares for. He cares about you getting wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. But keep reading the Bible before you pray for this stuff, because with great wisdom comes great sorrows, because you know so much, you know. That's real. With great wisdom comes great sorrow. Just like Solomon. Solomon had great wisdom. He was the most wise king. And had riches galore, but he had women, like, had all the pleasure that he could ask for, all the wealth, but he learned that it was all vanity, and everything was all vanity. It was just sand between the fingers. Once you think you got it, it's gone. I think it's beauty in that, because it shows us that no matter no amount of wealth that we get, God is still going to be king. And we still going to have our day when we pass from this earth and leave our riches behind, and then they fall into the fingers of somebody else. Just like the Vanderbilts. The Vanderbilt family was super successful. You got that one newscaster that's a Vanderbilt, but their wealth isn't nowhere near where it once was back in the Industrial Revolution. It's nowhere near that. But don't be discouraged when you know God is in control. Don't be discouraged about any of this stuff. About your health. Your health starts slipping away. You know, it's meant for you, and you can handle it. You can get through it. And gaining a little weight, that's fine. Maybe you gotta be fat for a couple years. See how people start treating you, to learn who your friends are. It's worth the sacrifice, I think. I think so. that's my video. It's Friday. Take a percentage of that check you got today, put it into some crypto, some stock, something that's going to yield you some money, and have fun, man. It's going to be a great weekend. Great weekend lined up. So there's plenty of events to flow through to your household and to your mind. Good stuff to think about this weekend. Y'all stay blessed, all right?